What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are somewhere warm, safe, and dry on this rainy Friday evening. So, Jeezy has accused Jeannie Mai of gatekeeping the time with his daughter amid their divorce proceedings. So, in a Georgia court filing, the rapper has requested a temporary hearing with the Fulton County judge to clearly define temporary legal and physical custody of he and Jeannie Mai's daughter. The 46-year-old artist, born Jane Wade Jenkins and Mai, who's 44, share a daughter, Monaco, who's 1 year old. The sole survivor rapper filed for divorce in September after 2 years of marriage. Since then, The Real host, has temporarily lived in the couple's Los Angeles home. Both have addressed custody arrangements on an informal basis, according to the latest court filing. The filing continues to say that both parties are in agreement with the visitation schedule through 2023, but according to Jenkins, addressing the custodial and parenting time issues informally is becoming increasingly less feasible. It says, quote, the lack of consistency, continuity, and stability inherently associated with such a haphazard and fluid parenting time schedule is stressful for their child. The document reads, and it has, as is unfortunately inevitable with all families in transition, created unnecessary tension and confusion regarding not only parenting time, but also in regard to each parent's roles and rights when the child is in their respective custody. The document asserts that while the put on rapper doesn't think that Mai is acting maliciously or with specific intent to harm, he believes that she has acted as a gatekeeper when it comes to Jeezy exercising his parenting time. Jeezy claims that Mai has interfered with his relationship with Monaco, though not maliciously, which is causing confusion and tension between the parties and is working to stifle the development of his relationship with his daughter. The rapper requests the court separate, structure, and clearly define the parties' temporary legal and physical custody rights and set a parenting time schedule consistent with the best interests of the child, the document reads. In response to Jeezy's divorce filing, Mai filed a counterclaim maintaining, among other things, that she be awarded joint custody as well as the final decision-making authority on their custody agreement, that she should be awarded primary physical custody on a temporary and permanent basis. The counterclaim also requests that Mai be awarded a fair and equitable distribution of the couple's assets acquired during the marriage. Jeezy paid Mai's legal fees, and the court enforced the couple's prenuptial agreement in regards to infidelity. So the couple's prenup includes a clause that says if either engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with another person through various means, including but not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and or direct messages, the adulterous party must pay a financial penalty. The filing does not make a specific accusation of infidelity. Jeezy filed to end his marriage to Jeannie Mai in September in Georgia's Superior Court of Fulton County. The filing said that the marriage of the parties is irretrievably broken and there is no hope for reconciliation. Speaking broadly about love and family, Jeezy told Nia Long in a video shared on his YouTube channel last month that he, quote, can't honestly tell you that I've experienced love, especially not unconditionally, end quote. The rapper added that he prefers to keep many of the details of their split private. He says, this has not been an easy journey. I can tell you that I'm sad. I can tell you that I'm disappointed. I can tell you that I'm uneasy. But God has put me on a different path. And that path is going to entail for me to take care of myself and to love myself and to be in the best situation that I can thrive as someone who's been through all the things I've been through. I know that's right. So, a few things, right? Um, I'm glad that he is in a space where he's taking care of himself. And I'm glad to see that, he is fighting for time with his daughter. It is unfortunate that Jeannie and Jeannie Mai split only after 2 years. 2 years is not a long time for a marriage at all. But at the same time, you know, him saying that, she's acting as a gatekeeper, it's problematic. I can see that, actually. I can see, because going back to what she said on the reel, where she said that, her white meat keeps her mean and lean and she likes her dark meat on the side, stuff like that, those things speak to a person's heart and they speak to a person's character. And I'm not saying that I know Jeannie Mai personally, but what I can tell you is that you know, if I were black, like, if, him being a black man, I was surprised that they got married. Like, when someone says something like that, for you to look past that, I don't think she was joking. I think that the reason why she divorced her initial husband, I know she said that he wanted kids and that she didn't. And maybe she wasn't ready, and that's fine. I think it was a control issue. I think that Jeannie didn't feel like she could control her white husband, whether that's due to social capital, the hierarchy of race in this country, the way that she was socialized. Um, you know, I know a lot of people that I have heard from in the Asian community. They aspire to to be white adjacent in the power hierarchy when it comes to race, and a lot of people are anti-black and a lot of Asians look down upon black people, and I'm thinking that she got with Jeezy as a way of, I don't know, I don't want to speculate too much, and I'm trying to watch my words. But what I will say is, I can see her being a gatekeeper. I feel like she thought Jeezy was going to be somebody that she could control, and she couldn't control her last husband. But now that they have a child together, I feel like that's another means of control. And I think that when she said that she was blindsided, I feel like, again, she did not think that this black man was going to divorce her Asian self. Like, I don't know if she thought that, by her being Asian or not black, a lot of non-black women think that black men put them on a pedestal, and unfortunately there's a great number that do, because we are socialized. A lot of people, black, white, or indifferent, are socialized to be anti-black, and as a black person, you have to unlearn a lot of that stuff. James Baldwin himself, he said he had to regurgitate a lot of filth that was, stuffed down his throat about himself, right? Like, you have to unlearn a lot of negative things that are perpetuated throughout the media and throughout your life, social proof, right? About what it is to be black in this country. So I feel like him divorcing her, him wanting to be separated from her, was a huge blow to her ego, to her pride, and to her psyche, right? Of Because she thought that she was the Asian prize, and Jeezy was like, cut, right? Um, that's just my thoughts. That's just my theory. I could be, totally wrong. But the fact that he's calling her a gatekeeper, my question to him would be, what did you expect from a woman who said that she has her white meat and keeps her mean and lean, and she likes her dark meat on the side? She thought you was gonna be the side dish, even though you wiped her up and y'all got married and walked out an aisle. She was going to be the main dish in her life, right? Which is why, her parents, she moved in, her mom and her sister. If you have a brand new marriage and you're still in the honeymoon phase, why would you move your whole family into your house? Like, you don't think that would be problematic? Your mother? And I know they was probably giving that man the blues. I just And while they're family oriented and I get that, no, you would have to at least be a solid, 10 years in before you start moving your mother-in-law, and pushing your mother-in-law onto your new husband. Again, these are just my thoughts, but I believe him when he says that she's trying to be the gatekeeper and she's trying to make him pay her lawyer fees and all this stuff too. So this is messy. I feel like it's gonna be quite a long road. I'm gonna make a separate video about the new alleged infidelity that just came out because I don't want this to be too long. But I want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think about my theory? I feel like Jeannie Mai is somebody that's extremely controlling, and a lot of people I'm learning when it comes to control, especially when you try to control other people, that stems from feelings of insecurity and just fear. It's a fear-based emotion because I tend to gravitate toward autonomy. I like being I like having my own agency. I like having my own business, and I also give other people autonomy. Right? Like you can't force anyone to do anything that you don't want them to do. Okay? Or you shouldn't. I'll say that. Some people do, right? They're controlling and they do try to force. But I'm like, God gives us, free will as human beings. I'm definitely not about to try to exercise my will on another person. But those are just my thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. Please let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Also, please be sure to like the video, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.